Lenovo is the world's fourth largest PC company, does about $20 billion of sales worldwide, number one in China, number one in Japan, owns about 35% market share in China. And of late, what we are known for most is we've been the fastest growing PC company for the last 5 quarters in a row. It is very difficult for large companies to be able to be very agile in terms of how they develop new products and make changes to the website. So the fundamental premise here is if you have figured out a way to be able to affect changes quickly, then that leads to your ability to do things faster than others, which invariably is a source of competitive advantage. The reason why we selected JDA and what JDA brings to the table is this notion of being able to build software on demand, so to speak, right? So the way the process works something like this. We have people on site who actually manage a lot of our operational stuff. And then we have architects and others who actually, and the development arm that actually is constantly looking at trying to build new software. But all is based on the business side actually coming up with feedback and insights and initiatives that customers are actually driving, either implicitly or explicitly. But then to take that and build that into a cohesive roadmap and then execute on that day in, day out. So e-commerce solutions in general are only as good as the people surrounding the solution make it to be. It's one thing to have packaged software, or it's one thing to have software, but the ability to get value out of the software is what makes it great. The Lenovo.com platform, just so that you have context, there are 2 aspects here. Lenovo.com as in an entity that's present everywhere, which is also on the JDA platform. And then within that, we have several countries in which we actually do commerce, which is the act of actually selling to end users. So there are 2 pieces, and Lenovo.com today is managed across both of these processes by JDA. So it's a broader scope. On Lenovo.com, from an e-commerce standpoint, which is the notion of selling over the web, we have done tremendously well. I mean, just to kind of give you perspective, we've probably doubled our business in the last 5 years. Our conversion rates have gone up significantly. Most importantly, the processes have matured. And when we started, we didn't have anything. Quite literally, we didn't have anything, and it was limited to 1 country. Today, we are in 70 countries from an infrastructure standpoint. We do commerce in 5 countries very actively. We've been able to get our infrastructure free of some of the challenges that we had, where we were actually paying significant amounts of money to other companies because we were on their infrastructure. So we've been able to put that on our infrastructure and our terms. So if you really look at it, it's been a tremendous journey in terms of where we were and where we are today. If you really look at what metrics have really been influenced, first and foremost is revenue. We've been able to grow revenue by about 100%. Profits have gone up even more significantly. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've probably increased profit by about 225%. So if you look at revenue, profits, or units, all of the key metrics that from an e-commerce standpoint are relevant, we have exceeded our expectations. The Scrum methodology and the solution and the data sets and the solution itself, like the architecture, the way it's laid out, allows for us to develop things on the fly and fast. And that's what JDA brings to the table. Add on top, I think we have worked with very smart people who understand the business, people who actually are passionate in many ways about solving problems. So it becomes very easy for us to communicate in terms of what's expected of them and what we want to do and kind of their interest in trying to drive solutions for us. So our experience with this whole experiment, I call it the giant experiment because it's been running for 5 years, has been that when people are motivated and you're trying to solve complex problems, you get great results. And that's kind of been our experience with JDA.